Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Randy Prizzle Reacts. Let the video play.
Bro, I just spent 70 bucks in there, bro.
You told me we're gonna spend £20 tops. £20 tops. I spent £55, brother.
I just spent £70 books. I 70 bucks.
Now, if you knew that you couldn't afford to take this girl out, why did you take her out to this fancy restaurant? You knew what your budget was, but you decided to take her out, and you knew what this girl was on. She was on the bad man vibes. The bad man vibes where she was going to take you to the cleaners. And you thought that this was going to be just a regular meal where you're just going to put £20 in and you think this girl's going to accept that. If you knew what your price plan was, why did you go there in the first place? You should have took her for coffee. Should have took her to a bowling alley, where obviously the price plan was right there. She couldn't have tried to finesse you for anything more, anything less. Do I blame her? Not really. Because she took advantage. She saw you were there, piece of cake settings. She took the whole cake and not just a slice. She took you for all you were. You showed her the ticket and she opened the door, she played the raffle and she won the lottery. And that's just what it was. You should have known where you were going. You should have known the person you probably were dating. You should have done your information and figured it all out. Had it all figured out. Tried to write down the numbers and letters and the equations and figure the maths out. Because you should have known for that split second there and have that identity in your head where you knew the minority report what was going to happen here. Because the situation was peak. The situation was in dire straits. And you knew what this could all turn out to. But you decided to go to that restaurant anyway. You decided to put it all down, show some flashy moves and show that you were fancy in this way. I'm so fancy. How does that fanciness go for you now? You're left regretting. You're left thinking that you're going to probably get something at the end of the night. But all you got was laughter. All you got was jokes. The man then poking holes at you as well. It's not looking great at all. It's disastrous. Now you're left there feeling like a mug. A mug. A big fat bowl of mug. But there's not a bowl of mug. There's a bowl of soup. And that soup don't taste great. That soup is disgusting. That soup is not flavoursome as it should be. That soup just tastes ill. Disgusting. They just put pong water in there and said, hey, go and have a sip. That's what you had. Some humble pie there. But next time, if you want to take a girl out, just make sure you know where you're going. Make sure you know what that girl's about too. Do your research. Because listen, there's people out there that can finesse. There's people out there that just going to do what they need to do. Make their way, make their own sort of way and their own sort of luck. And with a little bit of luck, she made it through the night. With a little bit of luck. Unfortunately, the luck was out for you. You didn't have no lottery settings there. You didn't win. She won at the end of the day. So you feel like a fool. I pity the fool. I pity you. I really do. Because you should have known what this was. If you had the budget, you should have took her to the place where you knew there was the budget for what you needed the activity for. Coffee, settings like that, walk in the park, all of that. You shouldn't have took her anything more if you knew what you wanted. Then when you found out for the next couple of dates what this was on, then you could have gone and went, hey, well, this is what it is. Let's do this. Let's go all in. Like the AEW pay-per-view. But at the end of the day, your pockets got finished. And that's all I have to say on that. But you feel like a fool, don't you? You feel like a fool with your pants on the ground. Because that's what you are, a fool. I've got no more left to say to you. Except that next time, it's a learning lesson. Take her for a coffee instead. But that's it, guys, for my reaction video. To the next reaction video, I'll react later on.